Hello, Gems. How's it going? I just realized for some reason the desktop audio is muted, so y'all didn't get to hear the music, and my mic was unmuted, so if y'all heard random sniffles or anything, that was me. LOLXD. Hello, Gems. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Great to see you. Warren, how's it going? Welcome, friend. Zephyr Blaze. Hoi. Hello. How is it going? Intense typing ASMR. I know. Man, when you think you muted yourself, but you didn't. Hi, Inks. How are you doing? Welcome in. Happy Thursday. Thoughtful Thursdays. Chroma. So good to see you. Atsumori. Good to see you. How's it going? Welcome in. Hello, Tara. How are you? Mostly just heard the keyboard ASMR. Honestly, dude, keyboard ASMR is pretty epic. Professional streamer. Yeah, I'm a professional for sure. All right, Gems. Today I'm working on community posts. Let me get some water. So community posts are what I post on YouTube pretty much. This is from the last 2 months, so like January, February. It's a really great feature to be able to utilize. I don't remember what because I think they changed the requirements, but basically if you have a certain amount of subscribers and watch time on YouTube, you unlock something called a community tab, and it's a place where you can like post pictures, GIFs, vote, like polls, quizzes, like different stuff like that. So at my job at HTC Vive, I make sure I manage a lot of our community posts and to come up with those. And then when I started doing it over there, I was like, okay, I'm going to also try to be consistent on community posts on my own channel. So this year I had decided I was going to do 3 community posts a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And yeah, and I usually do a mix, of inspirational, just like kind things, and if there's a holiday like Valentine's Day, it will be specific to that. I'll do promos for like my Etsy shop, and then promos for events that are coming up. Sometimes I show up fan art, like on February I usually show off, I call it Fan Art February. And then I do tips as well, and sometimes with the tips I'll link back to a video that people may have missed, or like a popular video from the past that newer members have maybe not seen. So it's a really great tip for just brand awareness and like continuing to connect with people in your community. One that was actually really successful on YouTube that I liked, I think it was this one, the checkpoint, how your creative project's going, tell me one win and one thing that needs work in the comments. That one was really fun, and it was cool because I got to hear a lot about what different members in the community, especially on YouTube, like what they're up to and what they're doing and like the different projects they were up to. So that was cool. That was super awesome. I loved that one quite a bit. And then usually each month I'll do some kind of deal on my Etsy shop. Like in January I did 15% off of stickers. In February it was 25% off of keychains, and then I'm doing a 10% off of everything in March. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. What I'm going to be working on. Get some of these done. Hopefully finish them all would be amazing. Playing games, relaxing today. If it's been a rough week, definitely those are especially the times to really lean into that self-love and that self-care and just take care of yourself. So I'm happy to hear that. I think that's great. So is your job at HTC Vive considered a full-time job? Yes, I work full-time at HTC on the global marketing team, and I do a lot of stuff, but mainly I am their YouTuber, and most of my time consists of scripting doing the research for our marketing plan for YouTube, scripting the videos after we choose what we're going to be working on next, filming the videos, editing the videos. I have someone on my team who sometimes does some of the editing, but I do most of the heavy lifting for that. And then posting, all like the posting, although there's a lot of people who post on our YouTube channel that I don't really manage. But yeah, so that's like 90% of my time. And then I do a lot of shorts now as well. YouTube shorts, but I aim them actually a little bit more towards Instagram, I would say. So I've gotten involved with our Instagram team quite a bit too. And I've learned a lot. I've especially learned a lot about Instagram, honestly, while working there, which has been really cool. Because I always knew Instagram when I started as like kind of just a place I shared my art. I didn't really think much of it, and then I realized like how powerful Instagram is. Like, especially working there. Instagram is awesome, and it's definitely my second favorite social media platform next to YouTube now. I think YouTube will always take the win just because it's had such a significant impact in my life. It literally changed my entire life since I started doing it. And plus YouTube University, I'm just a big fan of education, and especially being able to utilize and find free resources. So I think that's amazing. Hi, Luce. I'm doing pretty good. Thank you. How are you? Good morning, Gabriel. Yes, it is 7 a.m. MST for me. I'm Mountain Standard Time. How about you? Good morning. 𝐒𝐲𝐿, hello. Dragdoon, good morning. Yes. How's it going? Sonny, hello. How are you doing, friend? Welcome, welcome. Good morning, Mel. Good morning, community, lads, society, ladies, and of course, Saya, who is the heart of her fellowship. What is the actual meaning of fellowship? Is it like a group of people? Talking about shorts. I was just talking about my role at my full-time job, HTC Vive. And then I was also talking about what I'm working on today, which is community posts. And I was talking about how I started doing them really consistently at my full-time job at HTC Vive. And then I was like, oh, I really want to like start doing some on my own channel too. Did it not save? I could have sworn I already added the pieces for this. That's weird. Well, that's fine. We'll just re-add those in. I'm going to get a little bit of a mix of things here. We'll do official art folder, 2D art. Drop this in here. So this is 10% off of everything. So I'm going to get like an image to represent like keychain, sticker, print. Doing pretty good just playing Minecraft with my friends. Ooh, nice. Are you playing vanilla or modded Minecraft? A group of people working for a common goal. Oh, cool. I did not know that that's what fellowship was. That's epic. I'm gonna move this up like a little bit more. Okay. Out of curiosity, what would you say the advantages of Instagram are? Well, for short form content in general, and especially Instagram Reels in my experience, is that especially if you are not a well-established creator, it gives you the chance to be in front of people more than YouTube or something like Twitch ever has, in my opinion. Because you're only asking for like 30 seconds to a minute, depending on how long your reel is, but let's just say 30 seconds to a minute of somebody's time when they possibly don't know you, over 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, however long your YouTube video might be. And for Twitch, that's just a whole other thing. Twitch is such an oddball when it comes to social media. So I would say the advantages, one of the key advantages, and this goes for all shorts, but not just Instagram, is just the fact that there's more likely a chance that people are going to find your content, be interested in you through that, rather than if you're a new creator and you're trying to establish yourself. That's what I think one of the strongest advantages of, especially Instagram Reels, but shorts in general. Other advantages of Instagram. Well, the more social media you're on in general too, the better. Because that's giving you more potential to be exposed to people rather than if you're just on one platform. Like a lot of mistakes people make with streaming and content creation, and VTuber specifically, is thinking that you can just live stream on Twitch and that's going to help you grow. When Twitch is not really a growth platform, like you can find followers and people can find you on Twitch, but Twitch is not really meant to be a growth platform, because there's not a lot of ways people can actually find your content. Whereas YouTube, especially YouTube, people can search and find your content, and that's a lot more powerful than Twitch. And then for Instagram, you're constantly switching to multiple creators throughout the time span that you're watching, but that's not necessarily happening on Twitch, right? So again, a lot of people make that mistake. So again, you just want to be on like multiple platforms, and Instagram is really good for that because it's not like super resource intensive when it comes to creating content, where something like YouTube might be as well. It's not like you don't need a ton of extra stuff. Plus, I mean, all platforms have this now too, but I like Instagram's a lot, is you can edit videos within the app, which again makes it less resource intensive and easilyable. Is that even a word? Easilyable? Easy. Oh my gosh, what am I? Accessible. It's more accessible, but I don't know how I was trying to phrase that. But yes, the barrier to entry is lower. That's kind of what I was trying to say. The barrier to entry is lower when it comes to a platform like Instagram versus something like YouTube. Building in Minecraft is kind of like meditation. Normally I play vanilla. I sometimes use mods depending on what comes in my head about what I want to do inside the world. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, building's really peaceful. I also really enjoy building. I'm trying to think of any other advantages of Instagram. I guess I have not really thought that deeply about like what are the specific advantages of Instagram. Okay, let's grab 2D art, Genshin. Do you post on Instagram, Sonny? And another advantage of Instagram, YouTube has this too, but I think so does TikTok actually. See, a lot of things just always play into it, but it's more of the advantage for shorts, but I think Instagram specifically does this really well as well, is that you can attach certain trending music to your reel, which will get it into a pool of other reels that have that trending music. So that's another way to leverage and utilize getting more eyes on your content, is you can actually see what music is trending on Instagram. When you look down at the bottom, like when it shows what music is being played, if you see an arrow, hold on. If you see an up arrow kind of like this next to the music, that means that the music is trending. And then you get into a pool, your reel will get into a pool of all the reels that utilize that music. And anybody who watches that sound clip a lot will be fed to their algorithm. So that is why it will be going into their feed. And that's true in YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, but I think TikTok and Instagram have it better. I don't think YouTube Shorts sound is quite as strong. I could be wrong about that, but that's my feeling. I'd have to look at like the actual numbers. But that is another really great advantage that you have with short form content specifically over long form. Occasionally I'm hoping to do more now that I'm making independent shorts, and behind in all social media to what people like specific platforms. Yeah, well, it's always growing and it's always developing too. It's like rapidly changing all the time, honestly. Why can't I find... Oh, Genshin stickers, here we go. Oh, I can just grab it actually. Yeah, there's a lot of tips and tricks like that that are really important to know that can help with your content. It's pretty cool. But yeah, doing more, of course, that will be really helpful. Yeah, I know. They don't really have scheduling. You can like save stuff as drafts. It's super annoying. There are like third-party things you can get to post, but I always feel like the third-party stuff isn't as good because it doesn't give you the full features of the app, which is not good. Like you want the full features. So it's like, yeah, there needs to be more, like, scheduling needs to be more available on some of these platforms. Hi, Magical Vendor. How are you doing? Welcome in. Would being discovered also depend of what one does creation-wise? Not every content is enjoyed by all. Some are rather niche. Yeah, it definitely depends, like, on how... There's a lot of different pieces and little small... There's a lot of different things. But the topic is definitely important. How interesting is that topic and how many people are actually... How many people are actually watching things about that topic? And you could always do the research for the numbers like that too by searching, like, who's doing similar content to you and what are their numbers like? What is the general overall interest in this topic? Topic is huge. Oh, and then I was gonna grab Layla. Okay. Good morning, Rusty. Hi, Prescription. How are y'all both doing today? Welcome in. Great to see y'all. Doing good myself. That's great to hear. Heck yeah. We love to hear it. Speaking of scheduling though, I'm really excited for next month. Gonna start posting my main channel. Got this. Also, Marky Floof, thank you for the YouTube sub. I appreciate it. I'm really excited for next month. Gonna start posting to my main channel for the first Monday once the new month starts. So both super nervous, excited to get started for real. Yay! Let's go, let's go! It's gonna be epic. I'm pumped for you. And that's mega normal to have, the feelings of nervous and excitement at the same time, especially with starting at something new like that. You're gonna crush it. Your morning coffee, how is the morning coffee tasting? Is it delightful? Is it grand? Doing good, lurking while working. Though I keep chatting anyways. Well, I hope work is going super smoothly and continues to for the rest of the day. Well, what do we do next? I don't know why that's not copying. I see. I see. Wait, why is it like... Oh, there we go. Okay, so we'll get that gradient, and then gonna copy the layer style from this piece, paste it onto that piece. Nice. I'm gonna move this over a bit. There you go. Give that a little bit more space. Good morning, Rebecca. How are you doing? Welcome in. Great to see you. It is the leap day! Oh my gosh, you're right! Yo! Today's a day where you can reset if you need to. Leap of faith. Reset day. Poggers. I didn't even think about that, Rebecca. Thank you. Happy leap day. What are we doing today? Today I'm working on community posts. I was talking about this a little earlier. When you reach a certain amount of watch time and subscribers on YouTube, you unlock a section called the community post area. And I try to post 3 a week. So I usually batch. The vocabulary is called batch. It's a concept for content creation. I'm sure it's used other places, but that's where I first heard it. And basically you create a ton and you prepare ahead of time. So I don't have to make posts every time that day comes around. I basically make however many posts I need to fill the month, and then I schedule them all out. So I only have to worry about it 1 or 2 days, however long it takes me to create them. So I'm working on some community posts that I'll be batching for the month of March. And this whole thing is my mix of January and February. I just have them all here together. No problem, Magical. Have a good one. Never been a caffeine person, but speaking of drinks, I'm really excited because I finally have 𝐒𝐿𝐻 brew again. Classic Scottish drink that is just the best. Recipe changed a few years ago, and it was awful, but it's back to the original now. That's so interesting. I wonder if they got like enough complaints, and that's what made them change it back to the original recipe. That is super interesting, and I wonder why they changed it in the first place. I think it's like, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I would assume that you would just start a new drink if you're going to change the flavor, because most people will know the drink for that specific flavor. So, Today is an extra day. It's imaginary. It's a false day. That means you can do whatever you want. Mwahaha. And no one will know. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I need to batch TBH. Dude, it helps so much. I can't even tell you how much it helps. Yes, we just posted this one, Mel. Yes. We posted this one. I think it was yesterday, actually. And then this is on Friday. Tomorrow. Yep. Yeah, batching helps a lot. It's hard to get into the habit of batching because you have to just like put your head down and do a ton of work and like all at once. But it makes you feel way better over the long term. I'll tell you what, it's some great discipline because then you don't have to worry about it. You don't even have to think about it after you've done all the batching. Hey, you guys want to see something pretty cool? I started looking at this yesterday. I really want to do a full video on this. I just had not gotten around to it yet. So I was talking about how I hit my goals on Etsy. I'll show you guys how I hit my goals on Etsy. I was trying to hit, actually the goal this month was 60 sales and I hit 70 sales this month. So I'm ahead by a month, which is really awesome and really exciting. But give me a second. I just want to make sure I'm not showing anything that shouldn't be shown. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, so this isn't beta, but this is really cool. Okay, this is something I really want to talk about, but basically, this is something you can also do on YouTube. Actually, I'll show you guys both for a little bit of like a learning lesson here. I'll show you on YouTube as well. We're gonna do a little side-by-side thing here. Okay. We're gonna do a little analytics with Saya for a moment, because this is really cool and I wanted to share this with y'all. Okay, so if we take a look at my analytics here, we're gonna look at, it's gonna take a second to load. I don't know why it's actually taking so long to load. Maybe it's tweaking out because we're also live streaming on YouTube, so it's like, what are you doing? Okay, there we go. Oh, all right. My live streams, okay, all videos. Let me see if I can remember how to get to this specific. Okay, so this is showing the breakdown basically of how people are finding my videos. And if we open YouTube search, it will show me the top terms of how people are finding my channel. Okay? So VideoTube Mini makes sense. I have a tutorial talking about VideoTube Mini. VC Face, I have a tutorial talking about VC Face. VRoid to Blender, have a tutorial. So this shows me all my top terms, right? This is how people are finding my channel. And this is only one traffic source, which is YouTube search. So YouTube, people are using the search bar in YouTube to find my channel. That's how my channel is growing. That's the #1 way. Although there are other ways, and you can dive deeper into your analytics of how people are finding your channel. That is my main way, and that is the strategy I built my YouTube channel around, okay? Now, Etsy has something similar. It's in beta, it seems. But basically, you can see how people are finding your different products. So with all the art that I have on here, my one of my top terms is Sakura, and another one is Ari, and another one is Fade from Valorant. So these are my top 3 like products that are being found. So it's just really interesting. And you can find other stuff in here too. Like I don't even have a 𝐒𝐿 plush, but people are finding my work like maybe through 𝐒𝐿 plush. I don't actually see any numbers here. This is in beta, so I don't know how well it works. But like people are also searching like Genshin Fontaine. So it's like looking at this is interesting because it can give you a little bit of insight into maybe some stuff you want to consider creating if people are looking for that. It gives you an insight into the user base of like what are people actually looking for on Etsy, right? And so this is really cool. And I've yet to really do like a deep dive, but it's pretty cool to see. And it gives you some like tangible stuff to work off of, so you're not just like shooting in the dark when you're working on your next stuff. Like Kakashi and Itachi sticker apparently is being searched, right? So it's like maybe I want to make a sticker that's Kakashi and Itachi. I don't know if it's Kakashi and Itachi together, but here's some, right? But it's pretty interesting. But that's really cool. That it is a lot to learn, but it's a huge piece of content creation, and it's called SEO, which stands for search engine optimization, meaning you're optimizing whatever you're working on for the search engine. And the search engine is very powerful for people who are not known. So if you're not PewDiePie, you're not Markiplier, if you're not someone who's already super well known, a really, really great way to start building trust and people finding your work for YouTube is the search bar. In Etsy, people don't know your shop, search bar. How can you get in front of people and create content that maybe not too many people are making so that you're one of the options that people have to select? It's pretty cool. But yeah, there's your mini lesson for today. But I want to do like a more deep dive full video on Etsy stuff. So that will be pretty cool. That'll be pretty awesome when I get to it. I know, and I'm happy there's people encouraged by it. Yeah, so many people. You did great. Hi, Teresa. How's it going? This mage-tastic community on this amazing leap day. I love that. Trying some self-made words here. Those are fantastic. I love that. Amazing leap day. Doing great. How are you doing? 3 cents cheaper is a lot if you think about it. That's why they changed it and keep the name, because people already know the drink. Oh yeah, that's a good point, Luce. I didn't think about it like that. That's a fantastic point. Morning, Talon. Last night I went to the gym and did some weights and cardio. Definitely batch making is great. Oh, awesome. Good for you. So happy to hear that. Great work. Let me take a sip of my tea. I literally started like the next few, and I guess it just... Oh, I know what happened. I opened the wrong file actually because I saved it. This one. I was like, I know I started making more. Okay. Creativity can be challenging, or we'll take a break over. Okay, this one's about taking a break. Good, encouraging. These are usually pretty simple. I don't try to overly design them because they're not like... Community tab is not... It's important, but it's not that important. So you don't need to go like crazy. But you still want to create something that's readable and works good and eye-catching. I know I changed this because there was a new law passed about 2016, 2018 called the sugar tax, which meant the more sugar in a drink, the higher the tax companies had to pay. Interesting. For In Blue, though, it has a specific taste that turned into just generic bubblegum. When the sugar was removed, then a while back, they did a limited run of the original 1901 recipe. The way it sold out compared to the new recipe was like an insane difference. They changed it back permanently. Oh, the deep lore. That's sweet. Yeah, the 1901 recipe. Much better than the new one. I heard you like YouTube, so we're going through YouTube while we YouTube on YouTube. Exactly, Rusty. Coffee is chocolate with some bitter. Your coffee? I look for dice whenever I'm on Etsy. That's sweet. Like D&D dice? When I plan to do anyways, but I assume your recommendation would be making videos, scheduling them throughout the month on one day rather than stressing every week. Yeah, well, it depends on your frequency and your consistency. And like how much content do you plan to make a month is the question. So something else you want to look at too on YouTube is if you go to your analytics and you go to the audience tab, whatever day you're posting on, you want it posted either a few hours before the highlighted purple, which this is different for everyone, or a few hours, or the hour right when the really bright purple starts. And you want to post on the day that has the most. So, for example, for me, the best day to post would actually be a Monday at 9 o'clock a.m., like for my next YouTube video. And the reason why is because this is when most of your traffic is on YouTube, and those are your best chances to get the most impressions, which could potentially lead to more views. And it's really important that your video gets as many views as possible in the first 24 hours. Right? So if you're going to post, find your day that does the best. You might not have this. If you don't have much on your channel, your analytics aren't really going to be filled out like this. But as you grow, you start paying attention to stuff like this. Otherwise, I'd say just choose a day that is consistent, and like if you can upload weekly, that would like truly be the goal. I'd say once a week is like a really great goal, but if you have to upload less than that, that's fine, but just make it consistent. I'm doing good, thinking of YouTube content, so I happened upon a great moment in the stream. Oh heck yeah, awesome, Teresa. Yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm happy to answer. I've been at this stuff for a whole while. Then I ate rice, broccoli, and fish so I didn't lose my gym progress. Ooh, rice, broccoli, and fish. Sounds yummy. What kind of fish? Is it still good to have only like one like for your community with few comments first starting again? I mean any traction is gonna be good to have, right? But I would look into like your topic and how you're structuring your videos and stuff if you're looking to get more traction. D&D and cool comics themed dice. Ooh, that's awesome. Yes. Live2D, the official English playlist. Yeah, they made their playlist with some of the really like popular videos, and I was super honored to be a part of that. Luckily I've gotten to work with them directly, and they are awesome. I love everyone at Live2D. Like, they're super sweet. They're great to work with. They're absolutely wonderful. I did some contract work for them last year, and I've done a few like event stuff with them, and that was really fun. Yeah, and that helps a lot too, right? Like being a part of other playlists and other channels, stuff like that, it could really go a long way. For me, I think it's more just I'm super forgetful, so I know if I don't schedule, I'd miss stuff constantly. Yeah, utilize the scheduling tool, 100%. Yeah, you go for it. Go for it. Okay, where's the sticky note? Okay, March 11th. That's March 11th. Next we want Wednesday the 13th. So we're gonna go to artboard 25. Let's add artboard, 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 artboard. Oops. That's fine. We'll just start with that. Okay, so I'm gonna take a look here. Let's see if there's any specific video that I want to promote. I already have one that I'm re-promoting for this month. Learn how to start selling your work. I'll link out to this video. Could do a playlist too, like learning more about drawing tablets. I think that would be kind of a good one. This is pretty, the tips videos were pretty helpful too. I'm just looking to see what video I want to promote. Okay. I think maybe I'll point. One that's been doing really well. Sometimes like something that I hear is like really buckling down on some of your successful videos, re-promoing them if you can, because you know that they're doing well. This one started to grow a lot. This one actually started pretty low key, to be honest with you. It honestly sat at like 3,000 to 4,000 views for a long time, and then all of a sudden it just picked up. It just picked up like wild, and now it's 8 VPH means 8 views per hour, or that's the velocity per hour. I downloaded Live2D to learn how to rig my popsicle and saw that video in there. Yeah, yes! You should totally do it. Rig the popsicle. I have the, if you want to learn from me, 𝐒𝐿𝐵𝐿𝐴, directly, I recommend to you probably the half body series, since you don't really have like a full body model. That will probably work well for you, which is, let's see, is this one right here. But you can, well, I don't know if you separated the layers yet, but you could start with the like separating the layers one here and then go forward. But I have the full tutorial in here. But then I would recommend over PR Live, I'd recommend VTube Studio, because back when I did this series, I was using PR Live, but which is one place that you can utilize your 2D VTuber. But what I'm using right now, like, that's VTube Studio. But you could use either. Either have a different bit of a vibe too. What I was thinking was 2 videos a week, 3 shorts, so something to cover each day in a week. Yeah. 2 videos a week. Do you have like an idea of how long those videos are gonna be yet? Like the estimated time for that? Or time per video? Yeah, that is ambitious, but like go for it. What I always say is even if you have an ambitious goal, you'd rather like aim high, and then you can try, like, go for your goals for that month, and then if you're like, okay, that was way too much, there's not a chance, then you readjust your goals in the next month. But also give yourself, push yourself, but don't push yourself in an unhealthy way, you know? You can even see what engine someone was using to see your videos in the analytics. Yeah, you can also see like where they came from, if they came from like a specific website. Yep, for some reason someone used a Switch to watch some of my animations. That's so interesting. Yeah, like what device? That's cool. Leap Day is a great opportunity for a post if you don't mind a last minute one. Oh, is it really? Oh yeah, cause like a seasonal. Ooh, you're right. I should make one. I don't have one for today. Yo, 𝐒𝐿𝐵𝐿𝐴. Big brain. I'm gonna make one for today, cause I usually post at 9. Let's make a Leap Day post. 9 o'clock. 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 9 o'clock Welcome back with the water. Velocity. I didn't know we had to worry about high-speed videos or YouTube videos on the road. I keep forgetting there's a YouTube app on the Switch. I always just use the Roku app or even the web version. Dude, watching YouTube on the Switch would be actually kind of fun, I feel like. Speaking of Live 2D, I actually got the final colors for the model that was being made. Should I post in the stream chat? Yeah, do it. 10 to 15 minutes, nice. What program are you using to edit your videos? How do I go about learning SEO? SEO, is really interesting. SEO is very interesting. Well, first off, I do have some videos on my channel that you can find, that you can watch. There are different groups and people that talk about it. I can give you a few tips, off the bat for SEO. I use vidIQ. You can use, there's a free version, but you can also pay like $10 a month. I pay $10 a month. And they reworked some of their stuff. Anyways, so how you learn about SEO, here's a good tool. Is if there's a specific topic you want to make content on, okay, I'm just gonna type in VTuber for my own stake, or for my own examples here. Okay, and then we can look at keywords that people are searching. So apparently ASMR VTuber is quite popular at 300,000 search. This is usually over the last 30 days. As far as I understand it, I actually could be wrong about that, but I'm like almost 90% sure. And this is YouTube specifically, by the way. This is not like all of the internet. This is only YouTube for vidIQ. So ASMR VTuber, 300,000 views are going into that. But the other thing you want to look at is the competition, okay? Which I'm actually covering right now. Let me put myself down here. You want to look at the competition. So ASMR is medium, which means there's maybe a medium amount of videos that are out there for that. Medium's fine. Like, you can aim for medium. This is where you really want to go for. VTuber reaction is at 95,000 search volume with low competition, meaning you have a more likely chance to get your video ranked than other people. And what do I mean when I say ranked? When you go to YouTube and you type something in, blah, 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 you show up as one of the top 5 videos. Therefore, when people don't know who you are, they have no choice but to know who you are. And that is how you grow on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen, when nobody knows who you are. I think I talked to you about this before, Tom. I don't remember. Yeah, the one I'm paying for, there's different tiers, but the one I'm paying for is $10 a month. And there's also like a free version too. So VTuber reactions, apparently pretty popular right now. I didn't even know that. VTuber news, high search volume, low competition. Can we think of anybody who absolutely grew a ton that creates VTuber news? Anybody? Pop quiz? Anybody? Creator on YouTube, very popular now. Does all their, literally every piece of their content is VTuber news. Yep, false ID. He started from 0. There you go. Okay. Pal World VTuber. Maybe people are interested in watch. You'd have to look more into that and see what actually comes up when you search that on YouTube. Yeah, how to make a VTuber model's medium. That's kind of where I'm at. VTuber showcases. Poppy Playtime VTuber. Kami VTuber. Some of these are specific VTubers, so some of these you have to take with a grain of salt, and not every tool is like perfect, but does 𝐤𝐬 do that as well? I'm not sure. I don't know who 𝐤𝐬 is. I'd have to see. Was there a weird noise in the background? You still have to type in your login, whatever you're looking for. It's not your recommended with Joy-Cons or remote, the Roku app. Yeah. Takes that long in the keyboard. I watch Twitch on the Switch. The worst experience ever. Chat is on a separate page on the stream and you can't chat. Really? Dude, chat's like a key piece of Twitch. That's so interesting. Yeah, I love that, Rebecca. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Some like motivational leap year post. Oh, you have an editor? Awesome, Sonny. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, DaVinci Resolve is a good one to learn, especially if you're trying to keep like costs low. I believe DaVinci's free. Oh yeah, let's take a look. Oh. Oh my gosh, cute. So cute. I love your outfit. Oh. Yay. It looks so good. It looks so good. That's amazing. And the 2-color hairs is a hair toggle. That is sick. I love it. Coming out amazing. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, so this is a good way to look into it. You can get more specific with specific terms too. Like if for me, it's like I make live 2D tutorials. I want to look up live 2D and then look at these questions. Okay, and like here's literally a ton of topics. How to animate in live 2D. A video I can make. How to draw a live 2D model. Video I can make. How to use live 2D. I already have full tutorial. How to physics work. So these are just topics. But the other thing to pay attention to is if you see the search volume, that does not equate to like how many views you're gonna get. That's just how many people are searching it, and you still have other competition. So usually I cut that number by at least 1/3. So I say you can expect to gain 1/3 of the views. It could go viral. It could do really well for other reasons, whatever. But that's what I usually try to anticipate. Because if you're just making videos like on the daily and you're a newer creator, or on the weekly, you're just not gonna expect virality like that. But of course, you know, that might be the goal, but you're still going in there with a strategy so you can know what to expect, so you're not getting disappointed. But yeah, so use vidIQ. There's other tools and other stuff you can use out there, but I say that's like one of the best ones to get familiar with first if you want to optimize your videos for keywords. Anyways. Okay, leap year post. What do you mean, like selling stuff on Facebook? Oh, so you can, to get vidIQ, are you saying? To be able to afford vidIQ? There's a free version. Honestly, the free version is a great place to start. Hello, Observer. How are you doing? Great to see you. Welcome in. Yeah, that's true. It does have limited features. Okay. Content. I should use this one. Refreshing! Oh, Duran, man, he made so much just hilarious fan art of Saya. Oh, gosh. Refreshing! I hope you're doing better, Observer. Sending the good vibes your way. For me, my plan is to optimize keywords more on shorts to have a bit more freedom on longer videos to start with, as I'll not have much to target initially. Plus, it's harder to think of topics for shorts sometimes. Anyway, so that might help. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, something I always say is like the first like 30 videos on YouTube, at least. You're gonna be experimenting and like finding yourself. So you just need to post. Literally nothing else matters except just making, like, working on content. I mean, it's important to like go in with a strategy and find some stuff, especially if you already have like a background in content creation. But if you're just getting started, literally like, you just need to post. Do. Okay. There's our leap day vibes. I can actually give this a bit more space. Oh, you've been using the free option for a long time? Nice. I think I might be able to finish rigging everything but hair today after work. Yes! It was super cool to see your update. Thanks for sending that to me. Looks awesome. Out of curiosity, Sai, what do you think is the weirdest successful video you've had? Like one you didn't expect to be as successful as it was? Ooh, that's a good question. Let me see. Let me take a gander. Bong, bong, bong. Okay. Akuma, thank you for the hydrate. Also, Talon, choose a number between 1 and 330. Thank you for the hydrate, Sonny. The save your work, Teresa. Let me save. Hold on. Where's Photoshop? There we go. Whoops. Okay. Okay, not that this video was like super successful, but it kind of was from an engagement point of view. I was actually surprised. Not like really from a viewpoint, but like normally this is the kind of video for me from doing VTubing where this video would maybe get like 600 views or something. So I was actually pretty surprised at the success of this video, even though it's not a lot. And there's a lot of really great conversation in the comments, which was awesome. Like this was actually the definition of a successful video for me more than even a video going viral, because it was a topic I really enjoyed talking about. Lots of good conversations came of it. And it was overall a very well-received video. And it didn't need to have a lot of views to be successful, actually. Depends on your definition of success, right? So actually, I was very surprised and thankful at how that video did. Let's see, another one. Honestly, my very first YouTube video that I made on VTubing stuff, that's literally what kicked off like my whole channel. I did not expect. That was way long ago, which was how to be a VTuber. This one right here. Actually, I might be blocking it. Hold on, let me move myself. Okay, so this video right here, how to become a VTuber. This is what essentially kicked off my entire like VTubing and content creation career. This is the reason my YouTube channel like started to thrive. Because this video, I didn't realize how popular VTubers were about to become. I just figured out what VTubing was, and I was like, there's like no information out there. I need to share this with people. And literally, creating this video changed my entire life. Literally changed my entire life. I didn't know it. I mean, I was just making other stuff at the time, and there's a lot of videos I have hidden that were like speed paints or like mural paintings. You can see I wasn't going that route. I was doing more of an art route earlier because I did like 3 steps to get inspired and draw, how to design character like series that I started. And then I made this video, and then everything changed from there. But then let me see if I can find maybe like an in-between video that it was like... So there was a fresh one that I'd done recently that succeeded in a way that I didn't expect. There was my very first video on VTubing that I just blew my mind how it did. A lot of these were strategically planned to get a lot of views though, so like I kind of knew. I'm trying to think of any other ones that were like surprising me, because a lot of these like I knew that they were going to be at that point at a certain time based on my research and my understanding of VTubing, or not VTubing, YouTube at that point. This one? Okay, I'll tell you a story about this video. So Live2D came out with 2D hand tracking, and the news was just dropped on like, I don't know, like a Wednesday or a Thursday night, I think. Something like totally random. A Wednesday or Thursday night. And I knew that this was going to be a popular topic. So I literally made this video in response, and I knew there were other people working on videos like this at the time, and I was like, I'm going to get mine out ASAP. So I literally created this video on a whim. The moment I knew this was dropping, I made the video. I posted it the next morning, and it grew like crazy. And this was just like a random on a whim. So that taught me about how if there's a hot topic that's about to release for the niche that you're in, how that could be a really good like one-off video. Is it continuing to grow? Probably not too much, but it was a good one-off video. Like, let me look at the analytics of this video. Let's see if it's still growing. So that one was surprising to me. Like, I thought it would do well, but I was genuinely surprised still at like how well it did. And this video in and of itself got me 208 subscribers. It made $55 in revenue. And it's still growing kind of slowly over time, but like, let's see. I released it November 7th. And by... I guess it did really grow still over time, which is surprising to me. I thought this one like really blew up at first, so this is interesting to go back and look at. But it still does continue to grow over time. Anyways, it was a surprising one for me. I didn't expect that one to do the way it did. $50? Okay, hold on. Away we go. Okay, Talon, page 50. Don't work for fools. It's not worth it. Getting paid less to work for people you like and believe in is much better for you and your career in the long run. By Adam Savage, special effects designer. Adam said that. 100%. I didn't finish it fully. 3.55 test because someone decided to stay longer at the campus. We missed like 30 or so minutes. We only had 45 minutes left before the end of the lesson. Oh, for your math test. Oh, and you didn't have enough time? Can you ask for like a time extension at all? No, you're fine, Observer. I think I need to do something else for a bit and you get some things from the shops. No problem, Teresa. Have a great day. The one in the thumbnail, the MLG glasses. Wait, what are the MLG glasses? Dude, Adam Savage is awesome. That's a good example of why it's good to look at analytics, I suppose. Shows you some things you never think would be the case without seeing the numbers. Yeah, You want, once you start, stuff starts growing, you wanna look at your analytics. Like, it's essential. Oh, let me see. Is it this one? Old 3D model wearing them. Oh. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Okay. Which video is that? Let me see. I know which one. This one? V-Up? RIP V-Up doesn't exist anymore. I think it's because V-Up has like that accessory that you can add to. This is such an interesting intro to this video. The sorts of stuff you see. In this video, we are going to be talking. It's so weird to look back at your old videos. The intro. I look like an NPC shifting back and forth. You welcome to my house, and then I'm like an NPC. That is hilarious. That's so funny. Did I just keep myself NPC mode? Oh, I don't even remember this, dude. See, this is the cool part about YouTube too, is your old videos, like, you don't even remember. Like, I literally don't even remember making this video. Like, I kind of do, but I don't really, because you're working on stuff. You, like, have 1,000 different videos that you're doing. That's so funny. Dude, RIP, I liked V-Up a lot, actually. I liked V-Up a lot. Too bad it's not a thing anymore. That's kind of a sick background. And you can change the lighting and stuff as well. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that was it. Wow. Oh, I loved this bunny hat. I was obsessed with this bunny hat. I was like, that is the cutest thing. Oh, man. If you're still interested in 3D VTubing stuff, a video about Warudo. I haven't heard of Warudo. Let's see. Ooh. Wow. Oh yeah, it kind of reminds me of like V-Up. Yeah, I think I was seeing this. It's really fantastic. I think this is a good like bridge between like having Unity, your model in like Unity or Unreal Engine. Yeah, this looks fantastic. I would definitely be down to check this out. They just did a 12.0 update January 11th. It's pretty good, yeah. Ooh, okay. Let me write this down. Thank you, Rebecca, for the suggestion. Warudo. Yeah. That's super cool. That's a good shot for like if you were a dating sim or something, right? Does it have the vibes of like the intro to a Syafire game or something? Yes! That'd be epic. I'll try to find something useful I could upload some of the recordings of my updates. Speaking of thumbnails, I'm currently talking to a bunch of artists right now, getting a dedicated thumbnail artist for my videos. Yeah, that'll be helpful for sure. Okay, so let's take this, paste this. Whoops, I did not want to do that. I'm trying to get that. go. Yeah, I'm actually very excited to check that out now. It looks sick. I checked my model in Naruto. They added similar physics to live 2D models. Ooh, amazing. Some of my friends Saf that I need to create my VA, but what is the VA? VA, they mean like voice actors? I'm assuming that's like an acronym of some kind. Okay. So next we have... We did March 11th. We're doing March 13th. Okay. March 13th is going to be a Wednesday. We did the event promo. What was I going to promo? I was going to promo a video, I said, but I didn't know which video. I was thinking of promoting some of the tablet videos. Oh, the video... Oh, the VideoTube Mini. Okay. Actually... This is a VTuber commission I did for Hanami. Okay. Let me actually see. Let me look at the VideoTube Mini video, because I might grab like a GIF from here for this. And welcome back to the Sapphire Star. Today we're gonna learn... Today... Mouth shaking. This one is when... So this one is for when you're not talking, and this one is for when you are talking. So you can mix and match them, which might cause it to look a little weird, you see there. Or you can make them the same and they're all color-coded. So if you kind of... there's all these different energies. I'll let you play with those depending on like what kind of like look or vibe you want. So that's going to be a self like personal preference. I kind of need... I need to go back and just like... There's two of them! Dude, that's what happens every time, like, when I'm editing on stream. It gets wild. No, they said about my looks, how I present myself for an audience, that you need to create your VA. I don't know what they mean by that, to be honest with you. MTN is also something interested in. You could set up a 3D environment to stream with. Ooh! Is it MTN? Or motion? Wait, what is it called, the chroma? They said like I need more presentable. Is it better to be in shadow, but is it possible? Well, I'm not sure what they mean by that, because I mean, I don't know like how you're presenting yourself, but I mean, somebody could always like look more presentable, I guess. But like, yeah, that's interesting. Oh, it's on Steam? You said MT Yan. This one? Oh, sweet. Where you and your community can grow and flourish, easily create your own immersive virtual world to share with each other. That's pretty cool. Do they have like pre-built assets that you can drop in there? How did you hear about this, Chroma? Looks pretty cool. How often do people mistake pre-recorded sound for lifestyle when you live stream editing? Actually, people usually do pretty good. I think there's a little bit of like a difference in my tone of voice, like when I'm recording versus when I'm live streaming. I feel like people have actually done pretty good. There's a few times, but not as bad as you'd think. I don't know if I have VideoTube Mini installed right now. Okay, maybe we'll just skip that one for now. And we have that one. We'll do Wednesday. Maybe we'll do a Saya tip. Whoopsie. Some YouTubers use models of sprite sheet models. Yeah, I'd have to see like what you're talking about, Observer. Sonny says, I'm definitely going to keep that in mind in future for the game show idea I wanted to do. Yes. That's going to be so fun, Sonny. The idea of a leap day is super bizarre to me. What's like the idea behind the leap day? There are some pre-made environments and have assets you can drop in plus fully customizable with Unity. Oh, browsing Steam, I just found it. Also, Duper64 uses a lot. Made a really cool world with it. That's awesome. There's honestly a lot of hidden gems. There's a lot of hidden gems like on Steam and just like stuff out there that is good but like just doesn't get the attention or like people don't really know about it. Yeah, sorry, Observer. I wish I knew what you're referring to. I'm not quite sure, though. Yeah. Have I explained that game show idea here before? Don't remember doing so. My memory is less reliable than a Bethesda game being stable. You may have, but you're more than welcome to share it again. I'm in the same boat, so honestly, I don't remember. My memory remembers weird things, like specifically, but I'm in the same boat with it being less reliable than a Bethesda game. Yes, I agree, Chroma. I totally figured that out. One of the videos I had done for HTC, that like really brought into the attention of games that I didn't even know like existed. I did... One of the ones that I did, this one, the 7 best PC VR games on Steam 2023, I went through like the top rated games in 2023, but some of them didn't necessarily even have that many reviews, but it was just the ones that got thumbs up and positive reviews, even if it was like 23 people left a review or whatever. And I found a lot of cool games in and of itself, like from doing that research. That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. Like, why do you have a day at the end of February that only exists every 4 years? I know! Dude, it's for time travelers. It's the way... Oh my gosh, there'd be so many conspiracies behind this. It's for time travelers. It's a day that actually is imagined and doesn't exist or something, and it's one where they can slip in and out. That's the only day that they can time travel, is every 4 years on the 29th of February. In order to not mess up the timelines. I don't know if that makes sense at all, but it sounds cool. Whoops. Whoa. How did Eno end up over here? Interesting. Actually, I'm gonna do... I'm gonna break this down into the first few. Okay, let me look at that. Hi, Kimono! Good! How are you doing? Hello, hello. I think it's because the orbit of the Earth is actually a little longer than 365. It's like 365.20 or 25 days or something. Oh, yeah, that totally makes sense. That's very cool. I did not know that. Wow. Jake says Tara correct. Hi, Jake. How are you doing? Welcome in. That is sweet. Yeah, that's like super legit. And then there are people who are born on leap days. Physically, they age just fine, but chronologically, if they were born in 2016 as an example, they'd only be 2 years old. I know, I always thought that was super silly. Hi, Sky! How are you doing? Welcome in! Great to see ya! Was a game show idea called On the Spot, had another name. I can't remember for it. Yeah, I don't remember you bringing this one up, but basically the idea is that there are a bunch of categories and 3 to 4 players who are selected in a random order each game. When someone's picked, they can pick a category and there'll be a random statement they had to argue in favor of. That is always absurd. E.g., it should be illegal to put cheese on pizza. And they have to argue for it as believably and consistently as possible. Oh my gosh, that sounds really cool. Can you have like new universal laws by making the argument? Something, for example, like it's the year 2050 and everybody's allergic to cheese now. Like the population physically cannot eat cheese or they grow. Like weird stuff. I don't know. You know what I mean? Can you come up with like new universal rules for your argument, or does it have to be based in like logic of like the actual world? They're a more convincing and consistent argument the more points they get. That's so cool. I love that. It sounds like a really good like kind of improv thing almost too, like for acting. I'll be going then. I'm a third party here. We'll be looking after your performance. We'll be looking forward to your next stream. Good luck, everyone. Cherish everything you have. Yeah, absolutely, Observer. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks for stopping by. Always great to see ya. Have a good one. Rock in space. Truthfully. Dude, imagine if there was like a planet somewhere out there where like there's so many cool concepts you could do for this. Like there's a planet out there that was only like leap days every day. Like I guess it's like a Groundhog's Day thing. Like February 29th every day there. Or all the February 20, it holds all the February 29th that never existed from year to year, but then we have one day like here. I don't know. I'm like I don't know how to put this into words, but I see it in my brain. It's because the actual length end of a day isn't exactly 24 hours and doesn't round nicely, so the extra time is accounted for. Oh, it's one extra day every 4 years. Yeah, like compiles it all together. Sorry, can you ask your question again? Oh, the stream froze. No problem. I was saying, can you make up like universal laws that didn't exist before for your argument, or does it have to be grounded in reality? So I was saying, for example, it's the year 2050 and now that whole population is allergic to cheese. So therefore they can't eat cheese pizza anymore. Like, can you make up stuff like that, or does it have to be more like grounded? I just rolled out of bed, alarm went off at the start of stream, but I think I turned it off instead of snoozing once. Oh no! When your brain outsmarts you and it actually clicks turn off instead of snooze. Huh? I know! I'm trying to figure out how to put it into words. I'm trying to think of like cool concepts for the leap year beyond like the legit meaning. Thankfully I woke up before the stream ended. Hello! Welcome in. A planet that has all the 29s that never existed. Congrats, Sai. You just made a Doctor Who episode. It totally is a Doctor Who episode, yeah. Yeah, it's a planet. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah, a planet that has all the 29ths that never existed. So the 3 years in between where the leap year, the 29th wasn't there. It'd be so interesting. Or I guess maybe it would be more of a dimension rather than a planet. Hi Bess, good morning. How are you doing? Welcome in. It has to be grounded in reality as much as possible. Okay, mind you, if it is very funny, I'd probably allow it just for the sake of content. But typically I'd push for grounded arguments. Maybe not everyone is allergic, but you could make up a complete lie about it. More and more people are becoming lactose intolerant. Yeah, as long as you sound convincing and use that to then imply no one could eat cheese. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense. Hi, Elf. How are you doing? Great to see you. Good morning. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Right, there we go. Watch as many tutorials you can. I don't need those letters capitalized. Watch as many tutorials as you can before starting live 2D cubism. I have this really bad habit of capitalizing letters that don't need to be capitalized because every word is important, gems. Every single word. How was school, Elf? Yeah, it's been a pretty nice morning so far. Thank you. How about you? Oh, you said you're doing well? Awesome. An alternate dimension with all the 29ths? That sounds backward as all heck. I've been around the multiverse, but even then I haven't heard of something like that. Yes. The dimension with all the 29ths that have been lost. So you're allowed to make up facts. You just have to make the facts sound believable in context. They would absolutely need to be something in the corner just saying nothing on the show is factual. Yeah. That's such an interesting concept. Very cool. Are you planning to make it like a YouTube series or like a live stream thing? You had art, psychology, and history courses today. Awesome. What is it? One thing you learned today? Something that stuck with you, Elf? I have so much to do today. Pack clothes for dog sitting, pay the rent, pack up my computer to bring with me, set up what day I'm hanging with my friends. Planning. You got this. You're gonna crush it. Tip number 2. Website for practice. Okay. I'm going to be changing my videos somewhat soon to have more comedic narrative because a friend had me really good advice on what I can do with my content. Oh, that's great. That's awesome. Kimono, do you create shorts at all, or do you mostly do long form? Because I know when we chatted, you were doing mostly long form. I don't quite remember though if you were also working on shorts. Hit up GameStop before I leave to get Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2. Oh, when does it come out? I'm planning to do it as a sub goal in the future. Like I met one sub goal already. I'll probably make it like my 5th sub goal. So while a way to give me some time to work it out. Yeah, that's awesome. How did you come up with this idea, Sonny? Or like, where did the idea come from? I learned how to use psychological conditioning on people. Psychological conditioning? What is psychological conditioning? But assuming everyone on it enjoys it, I'd likely keep it going. If it's received well, it would be a bonus, but I'd mainly be an excuse for collabs and for fun moments. Yeah, let's go. Whoops. We're gonna put this up here. Let's grab these guys, move those. Let me also do view, show. Wait. Show. Where are the rulers? Hello. Oh, rulers. Here we go. It's like snapping. We'll just line it all against here. This is to make it even. Okay. Nice. Hi, Patch. How are you doing? Welcome in. Hello. Started making more shorts. One short I made for friends on 2.7K right now. That's awesome. Congrats. Shorts are fun. I honestly used to like really despise shorts, but they grew on me quite a lot. Game shows in general are super popular over here. They are always named on turn of phrases and stuff here. Mock of the week, never mind the buzz. Have I got news for you, etc. So it's fun to come up with your own based on random turns of phrase. I came up with that one. I knew I had to do it when I got the chance. Oh, cool. That's epic. Conditioning has a few different aspects, but the simplest way you can describe it is the way the Pavlov dog experiment. Oh yeah, basically rang a bell and gave the dog food. Before they would always salivate when shown the food, but over time they'd associate the sound of the bell with food. Eventually they'd start salivating only when hearing the bell without even receiving any food. Yes, I've heard the Pavlov dog experiment. Super interesting one. A few psychologists expanded on this in different ways, and currently we're learning how you'd apply it to people in different ways. Interesting. Very interesting. I think that it works really well with like habits too. If you want to build certain habits, it really helps. You do things in certain orders that will help you feel the need to do blank to help like build that into your routine. Good, you? I'm pretty good, thank you. I used to hate shorts. I think a lot of people have had that, to be fair. It's useful, but it was very different with its own issues as much as benefits. Exactly. Yeah, because all of the like figuring out how to like getting things in a vertical format and then making your content that short. Yeah, there's like all these challenges that came with it, for sure. The Pavlov experiment is also kind of basis for training animals today. You know the clicker method? Yes, the clicker. You click it when they do well. Eventually you can take away the treat and they'll only react to the clicker. Plus some of the effects on shorts like attention span. Yeah, learning attention span, which is like very, very important. Very important for content creators, especially to learn any kind of marketing, to be honest. Okay. Komodo, I hear you on that. I do. Twitch clips made it very easy to make shorts. That's a really good point. Yeah, there isn't a nice crossover you can do with Twitch clips to shorts. Yeah, kimono. And then it's like then I have to consume it so then I understand. I know. Yeah, I've never really watched a lot of shorts. Like I loved Vine, but when shorts came out, like after everything with Vine, I never really watched shorts, but then I got really hooked on the Instagram Reels after I started doing a ton of helping out the Instagram team at HTC. Twitch clips are very useful for sure and help me find some of my favorite creators. Yeah, that's epic. Okay, so the next one is March 15th. Whoopsie. I think I'll do another version of the 10% off of everything. Boom, boom, boom. I'm making, so right now, Elf, what I'm working on is, I'm working on a community post. So like YouTube has a community tab, and I usually repurpose these posts to Twitter and to YouTube. Yep. Yup. Boom, boom, boom. I'm looking very far to the left right now, which is why my model is like tweaking. Okay. Let's grab, where's one that I saw earlier? Download this one. My model is daydreaming, yes. Pirate software clips are always like mind-blowingly simple but powerful life advice. Love that guy. Dude, he's really cool. I really like his content from what I've seen. I heard about him through others. Do you ever feel, or do you feel like you get more or less done in stream compared to when you work on your own? There's a mixed answer for that. Most of the time, I get a lot less done when I'm working on stream, and that's kind of something I've just come to accept. But also, in the same coin, sometimes I get a lot more done because I didn't really feel like working on it, but I needed to show up for stream, which caused me to get some work done on it when I would have not gotten work done on it at all. So, there's two pieces to that. It's like sometimes if I'm really in a good like focused mood, I'm going to get a lot more done off stream. But if I'm really already distracted or already not very focused, actually stream helps. Oh, I'm about to sneeze. Woo! Excuse me. VTubing makes creating scenes so much easier than if I had to build a scene for a specific thing I want to do. Do you mean like, how are you building your scenes, or what do you mean when you say scenes? Twitch chat is your weakness and your boon, exactly. The issue is getting into the focus mood. Yeah, definitely. Like, it ebbs and flows for me. Like, sometimes I am really focused and sometimes I'm not. And sometimes I can feel that a little bit in my own energy, because I've gotten better over time at reading my own energy and kind of knowing if I'm in a good focus mood where I actually will get stuff done, or if I know I'm distracted. And that's just kind of something I've learned over time. Like, your body naturally breathes. I kind of learned, or I should say, like, my body, when I naturally breathe, it's like I naturally start understanding the ebb and flow of my focus. That was like kind of an interesting way to put it, but yes. Hopefully that made sense. Thank you for the bless you. Yeah, like, well, it helps with like, it helps a lot, especially if you are not showing your face on camera and you have your VTuber, because then you don't need to like prepare what you're wearing or just everything. If you're wearing makeup or you're not wearing makeup, depending on if you decide to wear it or not, it's like VTubing really helps cut a lot of that like shenanigans out, which I find pretty helpful. Yeah. So I'm talking, you're talking about it from a scene perspective, and I was talking about it from a like prepping your person for filming, or like prepping yourself for filming. Yeah, so it helps in both of those ways, definitely. I'd agree with that. Unless you're doing like, if you wanted to do a whole like 3D model like built scene, then that's kind of, then you have to create it from scratch rather than just finding it outside or like finding a location, you know? It's so hard to get yourself started on something sometimes. One of the best tips that I ever heard and that works really well is start doing the thing for literally 5 minutes. Just tell yourself, I'm gonna do it for 5 minutes, and and I'm gonna do nothing else but focus on it for 5 minutes. And if I want to stop after that 5 minutes, fantastic. If I want to keep going, great, I'll keep going. And that helps trick your brain into getting started, because I think the hardest part with focus is literally just starting. Like literally opening the program and putting the first brush on the canvas, or literally starting the first part of that 3D model, or literally filming or writing that first word of your script for your YouTube video. It always comes down to the first piece of it. And even if you do the thing for 5 minutes and you decide you're not focused and you don't want to work on it today, at least you got 5 minutes of progress. That's 5 minutes you didn't have yesterday, or the day before, or last week. And 5 minutes every day will turn into what? 5 times 7? What's 5 times 7? Like 45, I think. Hold on, let me see if I got this right. Come on, memory. 7 times 5. Oh, that's 35. I was 10 off. That's 35 minutes you spent on that thing that week that you didn't spend on it last week. So it's helpful, and you can scale that number to 10 minutes or whatever, and then you've gotten an hour put into some project every week that you didn't have previously. You can see that streaming averages out the lows, but also the highs of working. Yeah, definitely. As long as I make time outside of stream to work on projects, because if I only worked on projects on stream, I definitely would go at a lot slower pace overall, you know what I mean? So I kind of try to average it out with having off time, like stream working on stuff and on stream working on stuff, especially if I'm really stuck on something. Sometimes I really need, when it's a painting, if I get really stuck, I need to do some work off stream, because then I will never get past that bump during stream, if that makes sense, because I'll just keep talking to chat and I'm like, I don't really know how to solve this problem right now. So I'm just going to keep talking with y'all because I really don't know what I'm doing right now anyways, right? So sometimes if it's like a really difficult problem, I'll have to set some time aside off of stream. But if it's something that's really easily flowing, like something where I get a lot done during stream but also can chat pretty well at the same time, is right at the beginning of my coloring stage. Like right when I laid down all the base colors and I'm starting to go in painting and rendering for the very first time, that's when I get a lot done on stream and I can talk at the same time really well. Because that's something that I have a pretty good like process established, so I can do it at the same like simultaneously. Does the VTube tracking struggle when you're wearing a lot of eyeliner? No, I haven't found any issues, I don't think, with like wearing eyeliner. VTubing means that when I inevitably give myself a black eye by accident, I don't have to cover it up while streaming. Exactly. Seriously though, I'm a walking disaster zone. I nearly pulled my fridge on top of me by accident yesterday on stream. No! I'm so glad you didn't. ADHD management in a nutshell. The starting is my biggest struggle. I do try to do that, but ADHD is really hard to overcome in terms of executive dysfunction. Yeah. I'm sure too, because as far as I understand, I don't have ADHD, so I'm not quite sure what that struggle is like, but I bet you there's some good like stuff you can find out there for like that specifically helps with ADHD and like managing your focus and all that. Cool art. Thank you, Hopsco. Appreciate it. Okay, so this one was gonna do, oh yeah, okay, another ad for Etsy. Okay, we'll take this, put that up there. Okay. I had no idea if I might have ADHD or if it's just Asperger's crossover, because it could easily be both. Right. And again, everybody has their unique struggles, disabilities, and like anything. And that's why I always say, like, there's a lot of good like general tips out there, but you also at the end of the day really have to figure out what works for you, your mind, your body, your soul, with everything in life, but especially when it comes down to like discipline and work, because everybody's going to work differently. And again, though, you don't want to let things be too big of a barrier for you if you can help it. But always just like understanding that you're different and like just giving like a grace and an understanding to your own journey and your own body and just how you perceive things, how you work on things is so important. I can't stress that enough. Because it's never a one-size-fits-all thing. And it's not even a one-size-fits-all for your entire life, because you go through seasons of life where different major events or things are going on. Like you have kids, you don't have kids. You're getting married, you're not getting married. There's like big life events that can change the way your focus is and the way you're getting projects done as well. You're in college, you're in school, you have a job. You're not in school, you don't have a job. You have a lot of free time. There's so much. And our bodies just naturally change as we grow too, with the different experiences we have. Yeah, don't let it like rule your life, but be mindful of it, understanding of it, and compassionate towards it. Exactly. Yeah, as someone who has ADHD, co-working helps me. Yeah, see, and that's great. And that's like something that you know that works for you, that other people with ADHD can try. And if it works for them too, that's amazing, because then that's a tool in your tool belt that you can utilize to help get your projects done and your goals and the things you want to focus on. Any work is always better than no work. That's what I always say. Some is better than none. And that applies to so many things. I started that mantra when there's days where I wanted to take a walk, but then I didn't want to take a full walk. Well, I'm like, well, better that I took a half a walk than no walk at all. I'll go home, but I'm glad I got out here even for a little bit of the time. And any work is always better than no work. Celebrate what you do. Don't despair about what you can't. Exactly. And taking the time and the moments to celebrate is so important. Oh, now I understand. 𝐒𝐮 was on here and then she got lost. Yeah, I'll take albedo. You might also become a magical celestial wolf girl. Exactly. And you can never plan for something as such. You can never plan to become a magical celestial wolf girl, let me tell you. It's quite the magical experience. Why is it not pasting on here? I've been so annoyed that it hasn't been telling me what artboard that this is, because usually it has the artboard at the top. I bet you it's like some random setting that's turned off. Because I'm like trying to figure out where this artboard is so I can paste it, because it's not selecting it. Okay, it looks like it's artboard 33. There we go. It's in the name. It sneaks up on you. Oh, what are the little squares for? These are community posts. I post them throughout the month on Twitter, and on YouTube community. So I multi-purpose these. They're really helpful for giving back to the community as well as brand awareness. I do kind of a mix of everything. I don't know why this is not deleting. It's a mix. So this is pretty much all of like January and February. What I do is it's called batching content. It's like a term where you'll spend like 1 or 2 days making all of them for the whole month and then like schedule it. And yeah, so I do a mix of like motivational stuff, usually for like Motivational Monday, like something just really helpful or nice. I'll talk about like my events that are coming up. I'll do like promos for my Etsy shop, and then I'll repost like helpful YouTube videos. I'll do tips from Syafire, so helpful tips, encouraging words. So I kind of have a mix of stuff that I do for brand awareness, just reminding people about what I'm working on, the things I'm doing, and then also encouraging words and things that just give back and help people. Dude, why? Okay, I guess. The ring fit Saya. Yeah, Mel made that one. I don't know why my Photoshop is absolutely tweaking out right now. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Isn't that epic? Loading tips for stream. Do you mean like, are you asking me, or are you saying is that what I'm working on? If someone planning to become a magical celestial wolf girl, I think we need to be worried about what that person has been up to in their free time. Oh gosh. I gotta get one of the cubes. I don't even know if I have one of the cubes in here. Content. Yo, Paulette Croquette. Wait, that's a cool name. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Eternal Gems. You're now a magical celestial wolf girl, and I hope you enjoy your stay on the Sapphire Star, friend. Welcome. Your popsicle is rendered. Ooh, I want to see. I want to see. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This doesn't need the outer glow since it already has that. There we go. Hi, Geekish. How's it going? Those are my guesses before. Oh, before you said what they were for. Got you, got you. What's your favorite of these posts you're working on, Saya? Out of the ones I created today, probably this one just because I liked, well, I technically didn't work on this today, I guess, but I really liked that wooden background. I just thought it looked pretty. Like, visually, I thought that was the most pretty one. And I really like the leap year one, too. That was really fun with, like, the little Saya doodle. I think that one's cute. That was a good idea from Rebecca. Out of like all these, I didn't even realize I used the same background up here. Wow. We are creatures of habit, huh? I didn't even realize that. That is so funny. Okay. Overall of them, I was talking about it earlier. This one I liked a lot. This one was good. This one I had a lot of good conversation over on the YouTube, on my YouTube community tab. It was the checkpoint. How are your creative projects going? Tell me one win and one piece that needs some work in the comments below. A lot of people dropped some really cool stuff. It was very awesome to hear like everybody's journey and what they're up to. I loved that. It was super cool. Okay, I need one more sticker. Let me grab. I'm working on community posts and Twitter posts. So these are multi-purpose for both, Geekish. Also, welcome in. How's it going? I need our board 33. I'm looking for 26. Here we go, 33. Okay, the outer glow. Saw it on Twitter at some point, yes. Hi Celeste Kitsune, how are you doing? Welcome in. The stream's giving you ideas yourself, especially since I've been playing around with VRM posing desktop lately, or recently. Yes, that's great to hear. I wanted to thank you for your hair tutorial on YouTube. It was a huge help for making my first medal. Oh, you're so welcome, Paulette. And thank you for the lurk, and I appreciate the kind words. Thank you so much. And thanks for hanging out on Twitch and supporting me on YouTube. Oh, you DM'd it to me? Yeah. Wait, let me see. I must see. Yeah. Ooh, I like the little texture you have. The texture in there. And the wood. Yes. Amazing. This is epic. Let's go. Awesome. The popsicle, right? It's so good. That is amazing. Alright, gems. I am going to head out to get started for the work day. let's go see who we can raid. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Lots of really fun, great conversation today. I appreciate y'all so much for spending your time with me. Aww,
it's time to make a wish.
Thank you, Sonny, for the 500 biddies. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Oh, Fofa! Fofa streaming. We'll have to raid Fofa. Hopefully she's doing amazing. I love Fofa. Okay, we'll go raid her. I need to actually make sure that I can't raid you do the raid command on, in the restream chat. Okay, thank you guys so much. I will be live again tomorrow afternoon, late tomorrow. Not really that late, 6 p.m. MST, but later than the stream, so that's why I call it late. Anywho, I hope y'all have a fantastic rest of your day. Keep up the great work on your projects, your content, your arts, your game dev, your music, whatever you're working on. I'm really proud of you guys. Y'all are awesome, and I'll catch you next time on the Sapphire Star. Goodbye, bye.